and welcome to Newegg Studios. I'm Trisha Hershberger, and today I am joined by a panel of experts from Western Digital and CyberPowerPC to talk about gaming, storage, and hardware. Let's start off with introductions.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Gonzalez. I work for CyberPowerPC. I handle social media and sponsorships.
Hello, I'm Jared Peck. I work for Western Digital, and I'm a product manager who works on WD Black.
Hi, my name is Michael Hong, and I work for Western Digital, and I do global digital marketing for WD Black.
So, as you can see on the table here, we have a ton of products on hand from the WD Black line. What can you tell us about these?
Well, I think the thing with WD Black is we really started to try to create a product that was for gaming, specifically, right? There's all kinds of storage. People are definitely buying storage for games. But we said we want to make a line of products that's designed to look great for gaming, that's designed to solve problems for gaming, and actually be authentic.
Yes. You know, we wanted to make sure that we created something for the gaming community that they needed and actually solve the problems that they currently have for storage. Keeping that authenticity, making sure that we hear all of their feedback and building that product specifically for them is our goal.
What's some of the feedback that you've heard most often and some of the problems that you're trying to solve?
Well, so the biggest thing obviously is game sizes growing. And so when you talk about game size growing, these AAA titles are starting at 100, 150 gigabytes. It's not very long before you're going to need to add storage. You download a few games, you get into a Game Pass kind of situation, you're definitely going to be needing space.
Oh yeah, I know that firsthand. So let's go through the products one at a time. What can you tell me about the WD Black SN750?
So SN750 has been out for about a year, but SN750 we're very excited about because it's our own in-house NVMe technology, and so it gives you high performance. It's going to give you the speed you actually want. It's around 3400, 3450, I think, performance from that perspective. And that means that your system's going to boot faster, your games are going to load faster, and in general, everything on your system's going to happen faster.
And this version also includes a heatsink as well. Yeah. So not only are gaming PCs moving into a more modern look, we want to make sure our products match those modern looks as well. And this heatsink helps with throttling when it comes to your gaming performance.
Right. The thing we love about the heatsink is that it's sort of dual purpose, because we want it to look beautiful and we want it to go in your PC and just feel like it belongs there. But also it's really aluminum, it's really a heatsink, and it's actually going to help you have better speed.
Yeah, you know, when you think about heat sinks, or you always have that same looking fins and same looking design, we want to make sure that this actually looks good in your system, right? Yeah. Otherwise, why would we have RGB? Why would we make, cable management? We want to make sure that it looks good in your system. We want to complement what you have, not distract from it, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is such a cool idea, and it's so unique. And what's the CyberPowerPC perspective on that as a company that puts together gaming PCs?
Yeah, I mean, the SN750 is definitely a staple right now. A lot of people are utilizing it inside their systems because, I mean, NVMe technology is growing, it's become more used inside systems, helping out with, loading your games fast or moving large files. So if you're a gamer and streamer, you want to cut up your footage in whatever you're using, like Premiere Pro or After Effects, right? You need to speed up that workflow so that way you can push out as much content as you can to your fans, right? So definitely this technology, this SN750 is...
Definitely need the speed if you're gaming.
Yes, definitely need the speed, yeah.
Awesome, very cool. So let's move on to the WD Black P10.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the P10?
So we have a couple of P10s, but we'll start off and just talk about, on the regular P10, there's a lot of cool things about it, but basically what we're saying is you need space, you need storage. What we've done is in our design language we're talking about for all the WD Black, it's nice metal top, and that means that you're going to have a way to dissipate heat. It's going to look great next to your system. But we also are, again, adding our highest performance 2.5-inch drives. So you're going to get good speed for a 2.5-inch drive and something that looks great next to your PC and durable enough to use for gaming.
Awesome.
Yeah, but the regular P10 not only works for your PC, it works for your Xbox, PS4, Mac, and Windows. So we want to make sure that you're able to use this drive for any device that you want to back up your gaming storage on.
So the P10 sounds super versatile. Why have an Xbox specific version of it? What's special about that?
We like our Xbox customers too, and we worked with Microsoft on this one, and we've done one that's custom that looks a little bit more like an Xbox, doing the black and white. We've got the things on it, but on top of that, the really key part is that we're also adding in Game Pass Ultimate. So you're going to get a couple of months of Game Pass Ultimate, which is great if you haven't tried it. We encourage you to try it. But if you're an existing subscriber, it's still 2 months free. And so it's a good value. It helps you to get a little bit more space, and it takes a little bit of a benefit or a bonus to you if you're already a user.
That is very cool, and thank you for considering Game Pass Ultimate for your PC gamers and your Xbox gamers out there. It is much appreciated.
Absolutely.
What example use cases can you give me for the P10 or the P10 Xbox version?
I have an Xbox. I get to a terabyte. I've got 6 AAA games on it maybe, and the operating system itself. I want to download one more game and play, or pretty quickly I need some kind of external storage.
It's like picking your favorite child at that point. You have to delete one to make room for another game.
That's awful.
I'm not telling you
Don't tell my kids that. I know which one's my favorite, but anyway.
That's it, deleting all the rest. Done.
No, but if you want to play with your friend that maybe you haven't played in a while across the world, and they only wanted to play Overwatch, for example, but you have to make room for another game, but now you have to re-download that game. You missed that opportunity to play with your friend again. So we want to make sure we're limiting those issues.
Awesome.
Altogether.
Removing barriers.
Yes,
to
removing
gameplay.
barriers.
And for people who need something a little beefier, we've got the WD Black D10. Tell us about the D10 in both the Xbox and the regular variety.
So we're super excited about the D10 because people typically think of hard drives as not being the fastest technology.
Right.
But when you talk about 7,200 RPM drives, you actually are getting pretty good speed. This is a 250 megabyte per second kind of drive. It comes in up to 8 terabytes of capacity for the regular. And what that means is I have a lot of space. I can download most of my Steam library, and I can actually get to it pretty quickly. So it's a pretty good compromise on that from a performance slash space. But on top of it, what we said is we think you also probably need charging ports. And so we've added a couple of USB charging ports. I don't know anyone who is like sitting next to their Xbox or the PlayStation or even usually on their PC and doesn't want one more way to charge something.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, if for anyone out there that has the new Elite Series 2 Pro controller for Xbox, having that charging dock right there, so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for considering that.
And it gets even better, again, when we talk about the Xbox version of it, what we're doing is we have a 12 terabyte version. The 12 terabytes is crazy. It's enough to download the entire Game Pass Ultimate library.
The entire library?
The entire library
That's
onto
insane.
the drive. And on top of that, we're giving you 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate on the D10 Xbox edition.
And we didn't mention the active cooling that's built in to both D10s.
Absolutely. And so when you're talking about something that's higher performance like that, we are including active cooling. The active cooling is tuned to make sure that the fan is quieter than your Xbox or your PlayStation or your PC.
So nice, so perfect for content creators as well. And we should also mention, I know you mentioned it earlier with the P10, but the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate that comes with these is in addition to any Game Pass subscription that you already have. So it's not just a trial for new members. If you're already a subscriber, enjoy your complimentary 2 or 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate, which is great.
And the big thing when I talk about the 12 terabyte is it's just a way to get rid of the anxiety. You know, you're thinking about, do I delete a game? Do I play tonight? Do I not want to? With the 12 terabyte, you're buying into something where you just don't have to worry about that for a long time down the road.
My, that sounds so nice. Well, thank you for that. Of course, we have links to all of these different products in the description below this video. So people should definitely check those out. And we'll also have links to the different CyberPowerPC pre-built models that are available on Newegg. So Jeremy, we're wrapping up the year now. What can you tell us about what kinds of gaming PCs people have been buying in 2019?
I mean, 2019 may have seemed short, but the amount of things that have been released in this year, you know, the different technologies, it's been absolutely insane, right? So, but I mean, just to kind of briefly talk about it is, so most popular PCs is on our website. We do have a full pre-configured set of best-selling PCs that we have. You know, they'll have like variety of components: Intel, AMD, NVIDIA, WD. But we also have our influencer systems as well that are very popular. You know, we build these, we sponsor streamers, you know, like some 1G Lyric, and we build their systems, but we also have those readily available for, you know, for you to purchase a system that's exactly like your favorite streamer.
Is there any specific PC hardware that you're seeing really being popular this year?
Intel K series, you know, i5, i3, i7, AMD Ryzen's, of course, and then NVIDIA RTX, and then the new AMD 5700 XT. I mean, that graphics card is insane too, right? So on top of that, you know, new technology with USB 3.2, you know, that's something that's being readily available in a lot of different components. And I think you guys have something that's...
We're very excited about it. With USB 3.2 coming out, or the USB 20 gig super speed, it really is enabling people to connect some faster externals. And so the other product that we had today to show you is the P50. P50 is a 2,000 megabyte per second external USB product. It's the fastest USB drive out there right now.
Awesome.
And so we're super excited about that. It is fast enough to play your games off of at that point. It's quick enough to actually move a lot of video. If you're doing your video editing, you can do it on your external drive at the same time. And it leverages our same SN750 kind of technology, our NVMe technology that we use in our internals as well.
So no more messing with cable management, just plug this bad boy right in, right?
Plug it in. Since it is USB, even though you're going to get that kind of speed on those new systems, it's going to plug in and run on all of your, you know, USB 3.1 stuff, or even a USB 3.
Yeah.
So.
And it's also a forged aluminum housing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so we built an aluminum lid because it's dissipating the heat and it's making sure that you have a product that's going to always perform at maximum performance.
Now the P50, that's brand new, right?
Yeah, it's just started shipping.
Awesome. And Jeremy, I would ask you too, when we're talking about trends that we see in PC building for 2019, if there is a particular form factor or most popular case that you're seeing.
That Midtowers are probably the most popular. It just seems more practical that way. You know, it can fit pretty much anywhere underneath your desk, on top of your desk. You know, it's not in the way like those giant super towers, you know what I mean? But it also has enough room for you to, you know, future-proof, right? Be able to upgrade, put more components inside, put more hard drives inside, change out the graphics cards, or if you want SLI or Crossfire, you know, you want to have multiple graphics cards, you know, you're able to do that all inside those nice mid-tower gaming cases.
Right.
What are the trends in PC building from your perspective for 2019? Are people buying for themselves? Are they buying or building for others? Is it primarily for gaming or content creation?
I mean, I think with the rise of how much gaming has grown this year, you know, with games like Fortnite and, you know, streamers like Ninja, Shroud, you know, they're becoming more household names, so more people are trying to hop on that as well, trying to be a content creator for themselves, you know, be able to game and stream. So we have systems that are able to do it all in one, and we also have systems that have just, you know, their own system for streaming, and then you can get another system just for gaming. So I think it's a nice mix. I think right now is like the perfect time to get into gaming, and I think most people are selfish, so they're buying for themselves. But I mean, hey, some people are nice enough to buy for their friends or family members too.
All right, and I'll open this question up to everybody on the couch. What do you think gamers should be thinking about when it comes to both internal and external storage?
Speed. I think one of the things that's happening is capacity and speed, but when we talk about games getting bigger also means that games are getting more realistic. And you know, the rumors and the things that we're seeing on like the consoles right now with accelerating the amount of performance, with them talking about whether they're using, you know, newer technology for storage. It's a nice place, and it's interesting to see where that's going to kind of push the games forward. It's going to give the game developers ability to make some more interesting things, and I think that that's where, you know, SSDs and the storage there is going to start to change games even more in the next few years.
Do you think that gamers pay enough attention to storage when doing their builds?
I definitely don't think so. I think people don't realize the benefits of how fast your PC can boot up, right? So coming from hulking hard drive, right? Those mechanical, bulky things. And
very nice.
Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful, they're amazing, they're great, right? But when you look at something like the SN750, right, this is, you know, it's easy to just slide into the motherboard, you know, bolt it down, no cables, no power cables, you're not fiddling around, you're not like, oh, where does this go? How am I gonna bolt this down to the back of my case so it looks clean, right? You just slide that in, and if your game crashes and you're in the middle of a competitive match, right, you gotta load back into that game quickly so that way you can continue on, so you can win the game for your friends, right?
Yeah, you don't want to lose any rounds. Miss with your teammates.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
that's the thing. I don't think every time you're building a system you think of the storage first, or you haven't. But I think we're at a nice place where that's going to continue to change and continue to grow, because you want to get back in the game. You want to load up sooner, and suddenly there's a way that for a few more dollars I can actually get enough storage to do that. And it ends up being a combination of, I can get a little hard drive and I get a little SSD, but I can get a little more SSD than I used to be able to. And so it's nice.
Storage is extremely important, just making sure you have the capacity, the performance and reliability there. Where would you house all your data? Where would you even put your games?
Yeah, would you even play the game?
It has to. You have to have storage.
Yes. And like you said earlier, we talked about the game. Sometimes a game is a relationship. It's I play this game with these people, and I play this game with these people, and so having enough storage is actually trying not to limit your circle of friends.
Yeah, exactly.
For storage.
Yeah, that should be. That's the title there. Don't cut people out of your life. Get more storage.
Keep your friends.
Keep your friends. New WD slogan.
All right, so give us some perspective. How has storage changed over the past 5 years?
Well, it's amazing. So I've been doing SSDs for more than 5 years. And it's been amazing because I remember the point where a 120 gig drive got to be affordable enough that people could buy it, and people were so excited. And now it's like, I don't want a 120 gig drive. I want the 2 terabyte drive.
Yep.
What you can put on it, you're not just trying to get Windows on, get one game on. I'm actually putting loads of games onto my SSD. I can actually sort of balance it from that perspective, and I think it's going to get better and better. And I think that the most recent thing is NVMe over the last 2 or 3 years is starting to actually reach a point where it opens up some new stuff to game developers, like we said, and where we're going to see different and more exciting games in the next few years.
As people upgrade their systems to NVMe motherboards, they're able to use NVMe technology, right?
Yeah.
WD's been around for 50 years now.
We'll be 50 in April.
Yes, happy almost birthday. So thank you for sharing that perspective with 50 years of knowledge. So with that knowledge, then where do you see us going in the next 5 years, of course, that you're allowed to talk about?
All we can say is that games will continue to grow, and we will be there to house all those storage needs.
Faster, higher capacity, more affordable, different form factors.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I just think as things get more realistic and there's going to be bigger data, and as get bigger data, you're going to need it faster.
Okay.
That data transfer rate is going to have to increase for all those new types of technologies.
All right, well, finally, the WD Black brand is obviously a big part of Western Digital, making products specifically for gamers. You were recently involved as the official storage partner of the Game Awards. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We're the official storage sponsor of the Game Awards. This is actually the official jacket that is being released.
Ooh, model it for us. Very nice.
Also has the Game Awards logo back here, but we're excited to be a part of this partnership. We're very close to Jeff Keighley. During the launch of W Black and our external products, he mentioned that every build that he's made since the beginning was built with Western Digital. We just felt like it was the perfect partnership to push our brand and launch our brand with. We're excited to be part of the Game Awards. W Black, the brand, represents the gaming community. We want to make sure we hear all the feedback from the gamers and we create something that they want and that they need, right?
Awesome. Well, Michael, Jared, and Jeremy, thank you so much for coming into the studio today and having this chat. And thanks to you out there so much for watching. Remember to check out the links in the description below this video to learn more about all the products that we talked about today. Gentlemen, thank you again, and everyone have a great day.